Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Please abiding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. Just like I'll play the Lost again if we have to. Doesn't bother me. Okay, we got Eden. I don't know. Should I be excited? Look, it's interesting. 8 rate of fire, 2.90 damage, VBYY Wame. I forgot the name of this item right off the top, but you know, it's the eyeball tears. What's the name of the eyeball tears? It's a weird one. It's got a pop something, I think. I will say this room is just please, sir. It's not your ideal way to start a run is by fighting a super champion that also has some champions beside him. But all in all, if I could get to that, that'd be pretty sick. I'm not too displeased with the way this run has started. I also think it is extremely cool that I can't see where I'm going because there's a darkness filter applied over the screen. It's a very interesting way to balance the difficulty of the game. 48-hour energy. Not very good, but again, on a mere statistical level, everything's okay right now. HP is a little touchy, but apart from that, everything else is okay. Ah! You probably shouldn't be doing that, but that's alright, okay. Now we get here's our path to victory. It's very simple. We get a key. The key allows us to go to the shop. The shop has a spirit heart. We take a little damage or take no damage, get a deal with the devil. The deal with the devil is an item that is at least good enough to, you know, be part of our item team as we move onwards, and the world's our oyster if we can make that happen. If we can't make that happen, it is what it is. That's Isaac, baby. Every run's a little bit different. You know, we don't need a key. We could get a bomb. We could get a bomb and a key. I see that there's a tinted rock in this room. That's why the bombs are on my mind. You know, things are a little weird though when I'm shooting fires. I'm not normally a fire shooter, a twisted fire shooter. Normally doesn't really appeal to me all that much. Find the rewards you get tend to be less than the... I mean, not less than the cost, because the cost is just your time, but, you know, less than you would expect to be worth your time on average in Isaac. Larry Jr. might do 1 full heart if he hits you, so I'm going to open up an escape route here. I want to keep you as far away as possible, sir. At some point, it would be beneficial if I could hit you. Larry Jr., he's still one of those bosses where, like, I don't really know how to fight him. Like, I don't know his logic. I just know that we should run away. When we see him, we should run away. At least we got a Tears upgrade. But apart, and the single demon heart is actually pretty helpful as well. But it is still a little bit spooky. It's a little bit spooky. We used 1 bomb. The only thing I would change on the previous floor is it would have been better probably to use our bomb to get that tinted rock as opposed to using it to go to the secret room. But by going to the secret room, we did get enough money that might make, you know, this shop worthwhile if we can get a number of keys. This is just a situation where we definitely want to, you know, we want to lean on every available advantage we got. Let's put it that way. I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to this weekend. It is still Friday. Fridays is usually like, it's my, oh, sir. How dare you? It's my, usually my big recording day. I record maintenance like every day. Like a couple of videos every day but Saturday. Minimum, usually a lot more. Fridays are usually like my go-to though, like my big day. So this might be the last Isaac video today, but either way, I'm looking forward to the weekend. You know, everybody's looking to the weekend. Everybody wants to eat some brunch. Ay, ay, ay. I'll try it. Oh, why do I try it, dude? It's okay. I mean, we could just stand still for 20 minutes. I don't really want to fight a boss while I'm excited is going on is the thing. But, you know, basically any enemy could also just kill us with I'm excited active, so... Can't get too attached to the idea that not fighting the boss would save us. You know what can't hurt us as much? Stationary enemies. So thank you very much for that. You know what I also want? I don't know if it works like this, but I think it does. If we could get... if we could get an item pedestal with a spacebar item, we could drop and pick up wait what over and over again to get... Or sorry, drop and pick up Butterbean over and over again to pick up wait what, hopefully. Okay, I'm excited is active. Not really that big of a deal in that situation. I'm telling you, just a single bomb slash key would help me out so much. Okay, now... now we've done it. We got what we were looking for. The only question is it worth the cost? If we can make it out of this room, we should stand to gain quite a lot. If we can't make it out of this room, well, we'll be dead. So, oh, no, 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 no. Stop being so excited. It's Pin. He's too fast. He's so fast, dude. He's the fastest kid alive. Normal speed? Not normal speed. You know, if it was like just the enemy that's faster, that's one thing. But the shots being faster is a real issue. We got him? Okay. Now, even more keys. What a beautiful situation. We will go to the shop first, and we'll hope to get something good there. I think it says a lot about Eden that I would rather be the lost given recent situations. So we're gonna scrap Butterbean and take Red Candle, which I think is just like the right thing to do. And now I feel so much better about our chances here. Would we rather? I think we'd rather use a key than a bomb, because then we can use our other bomb. Okay, that's actually really good as well. For now, at least. We can use our other bomb to get to the second secret room. Got the absolute mildest of synergies going on between our Trinket and Blue Baby's only friend. Oh, hello, Pin. Fancy seeing you here. Little shot off the backboard. Very, very nice. Very, very not nice. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Is not okay? It's okay. Neither of these are worth enough. Now we can actually leave. Forget the curse room. I will say I'd like to go to the curse room because of the fact that we've had such good Guppy odds today. You know, Guppy's been very kind to us on today's runs. Perhaps Guppy would be more likely to show up if we go to the curse room, but... Okay, we're probably not going to take 17 luck downs, so... Just stick with the 1. I have no idea if AAA battery does anything for us, but... electrical cable was also doing nothing to very little, so... Oh my god, okay. Now I think we're safe. Can I tell you why I'm looking forward to the weekend? Now that we have a chance to not think about Isaac for a couple of seconds here. I have to be honest, dude. I've been really jonesing for some Apex Legends. And, you know, I see myself kind of like, if you're not at my age yet, I see myself as kind of a little, like a mirror. Not a mirror. Let's put like a portal. Like a bubbling cauldron you can peer into. And, you know, maybe you're in your early 20s. You're wondering how life changes as you get a little bit older. Because, you know, when you listen to somebody talk, when I listen to my parents talk, you know, they're in their mid-50s, which is still really young, considering they have a 30-year-old child. And they're in better shape than I am, which is also very embarrassing every time we meet up. But anyway, regardless, when you listen to your parents talk, you know, they're a generation, they're in a different generation. The things they complain about and the things I complain about are usually different. They're probably like, why is my son complaining about such petty stuff? And I'm like, you know, why are my parents complaining about such petty stuff? Well, it doesn't seem like petty stuff when you're in that cohort, you know what I mean? But anyway, you know, if I'm just slightly older than you, I see myself as a conduit through which you can experience the genesis of the boomer lifestyle, as I am terraforming my own soul into being a benevolent boomer myself. So I always get offended when people are like, you know, you don't have to be an adult just because you're an adult. You could still be irresponsible. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not cool. I don't, you know, whatever you do with your life doesn't bother me at all. The only time it bothers me is the same as, it's exactly the parallel of how I feel about the movie Joker. I didn't like it, but if you liked it, loved it, if it's your favorite movie of all time, I don't care. That's good. I'm stoked for you. Genuinely, in my heart, I feel excited for the fact that you're so passionate about it. However, as that emotion loses its luster as soon as you try to explain to me why I don't get it. It's the same way whenever people now and then they'll tweet me and be like, you don't have to be boring just because you're old. And I'm like, pump the brakes, kid. I love my life. I live my life the way I choose to love my life. I'm not, or the way I choose to live my life. I'm not like, hey, you know, oh, I'd love to take a salsa dance class, but I'm too old for that. I don't live my life imprisoned by that. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you get a little older, you know, other responsibilities do take precedent over mindlessly playing a video game. They do. You know, you got other stuff that needs to be done. And moreover, yikes, that was close. Your personality changes a little bit as you get older. I think that really, like, you know, the biggest change for me in the past few years, the change that I would really say signified, you know, my pupination, might not be a real word. I'm gonna look it up. I want to see if it is. If it's not, it should be, because you know what it means. To pupate and then become something different. A transformation, but with more flowery language. Pupinate. Doesn't seem like it's a real word. But anyway, you get the idea. The real change from Ryan at 20 to Ryan at 30, if Ryan at 20 had things to do, he could still relax before those things were done. Ryan at 30, if there's anything that needs to be done, it has to be done before I can relax. Which is, it sounds maybe bad, but is actually a great motivator to get the stuff that needs to be done without procrastinating. Because, you know, when I was younger, it'd be like, hey, can you call, you know, the cable company, something, you know, hey, can you call the refrigerator manufacturer? And I'd be like, yeah, don't worry, I'll do it. And then, like, 8 hours later, you know, maybe my mom would be like, did you call the fridge company? And I'd be like, oh, sorry, I forgot. No, thank you. I'm full. But I think a lot of people that are, you know, as you get older, they can relate to this a lot more as well. I was talking about it with Robert too, but you know, I'll touch on that in a second here. Robert Alpaca Patrol, friend of the channel. Now is like today, I had a lot of things to do. You know, I had to move boxes. I had to call the refrigerator manufacturer because our new fridge, I don't think it's cooling, but it's hard to tell because there's nothing in it. But I think you should be able to tell, but I don't know. And then I got to call, you know, the hydro company, which is just what we call the electrical company up here. And you know, switch over from one place to the other so that we don't end up losing electricity. I got to call the internet company and blah, blah, blah. And I just, you know, I had to mail a letter. I had to go to the bank and, you know, get some documents in order to send the, you know, the It's all you don't need to know, basically. But suffice to say, I had a lot of stuff to get done. And I was like, well, I woke up early, you know, got it all done, and now I'm here doing some work. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to focus for, like, the whole day. So I was talking to Rob, and I was like, you know what was weird about getting older? Is like, when I was in college, I woke up at, like, a different time of the day every day of my existence. You know, the time I woke up depended on two things. What time class was at for that day, and what did I get up to last night. Now, and it didn't bother me at the time, you know, I think this will work, right? No, we're not at Horror Babylon status? My bad. It didn't bother me at the time, you know? And that's why I understand, you know, other streamers that are like, you know, sorry, I'm late, I overslept. Because when I was, you know, younger, happened to me all the time. Now, my mood, like, across the board, takes a 25% hit if I'm not up. If I don't go to bed within the same 45-minute window and wake up within the same 45-minute window, my brain is unhappy. I have to untwist the knots in my brain and be like, why am I mad? Well, because you woke up at 10:15 today instead of 9:30. Again, it's a privileged position to be in. I'm able to not be in the cycle of, like, undersleep for 5 days a week and then sleep in for 2 days a week because of the fact that I don't have an obligation to be at the office at 9 in the morning combined with a 40-minute commute, you know? And I recognize that. I'm just saying. Those are the two big changes for me as I've gotten older. I've genuinely, and we've been fed a lie. The late person, early person thing, I still don't fully believe it. But I always thought, when I was, you know, younger, that I was a night owl just because I went to bed late. I think I just went to bed late because I was, like, addicted to being online. Not fully addicted, but, like, I felt a compulsion to be online. Let's put it that way. We don't really want Jar of Flies, so I think we're gonna stay spiced here. Now I'm like, certainly in college, I was like, staying up late rules, waking up early sucks. But now, genuinely in my heart of hearts, I prefer to wake up early than to stay up late. Especially on my day off. When you wake up early, you have more time. You get more of a day. When you sleep in, sometimes if I accidentally sleep in, which at this point in my life only happens for like an hour, but if I accidentally sleep in, I'm like mad. I would rather be a little bit tired than sacrifice an hour of my free time to the gods of somnambulance. That being said, I do also like my sleep. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm kind of spinning my wheels. I'm rambling. But Lord, I was born a rambling man. Trying to make a living and doing the best I can. Why not? Why not? How's this run, by the way? It is one apple short of a full bushel. It needs a little bit of a damage upgrade. Lump of coal is actually really nice with the kind of items we got going on here. But if we could get like a +2 damage upgrade, which can come from, you know, a couple of different items, a curved horn trinket, you know, various different sources. This run would be pretty much ironclad, and I'm very grateful for it. But we did also put in our time. on a sincere level, we did the legwork on this one that had to be done. And I've come to appreciate the quiet moments on a weekend. You know, like one of my favorite parts of the week, this is going to sound like a little insulting to my wife, but it's not like that at all. One of my favorite parts of the week is, you know, Saturday morning, like the hour to 2 hours between when I wake up and when Kate wakes up. Because it's just, it's time that almost doesn't exist for any purpose other than for me to just relax, you know? watch a little bit of a Malv stream, have a cup of coffee. Hey, maybe have 2 cups of coffee, depending on how much you're enjoying it. But I'm not really a 2-cup guy anymore. I'm more of a 1-cup guy, honestly. It's just the stillness of a Saturday morning with nothing else going on. It's a beautiful feeling. That and the time, like the half an hour to an hour between when I enter the bed and when I choose to actively pursue falling asleep. That free period is just, it's a beautiful time. That's as romantic as I can get. As wistful as I can be when it comes to the times of the day. Give me Joker here. I will take 1, and it's not a good one, but it does give us Whore of Babylon status. Yo, there's a full run reroll maybe? At least it's some kind of dice room here. So time will tell how we feel about Whore of Babylon here, but I will say that in lieu of any other damage upgrades, this is a damage upgrade. It's not a full run reroll, it's a full consumable reroll. Bob's brain has me a little bit spooked, but I think we'll manage to make it work here. I did not mean to take the pill, I meant to take 2 of diamonds. But as far as pills go, it's pretty good. It does, if we pick up HP, it'll ruin Whore of Babylon, but it does also give us the space to perhaps take another deal from our deal with the devil. And dare I suggest that there's relatively good odds our next deal would be better than the deal that preceded it. Unicorn Stump. You know, I think I will, just for survivability's sake. I think we got a pretty good thing going. I built a lot of Isaac momentum today, and even more important than Isaac momentum, I built a lot of goodwill towards Isaac. You know, I've come to understand that perhaps some of the things that we described as being inherently incorrect or suboptimal about the game's balance are not actually universally applicable in the game. They're applicable largely predominantly to Eden as a character, as opposed to all other characters. And things that I had previously said, like, hey, oh, this thing about the game is bad, it's crazy, is really just amplified because of the fact that I was specifically playing as one specific character. Which is, you know, is a little unbecoming of somebody who has played so many hours of this game. At the same time, I don't really understand why Eden is... You know, it seems like Eden is weighted to potentially create those runs, but, you know, it's much more justifiable if it's only a single character rather than the complete balance of the game. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I want to... I don't know how we didn't get hit there, but I want to keep Unicorn Stump because I want to keep that momentum going. We're happier, and even more than that, we play better when we're having fun. So I would prefer to keep that going. So this is really a win-win situation for us right now. If we don't get a deal with the devil, we got good odds to get one next time, when we probably won't have the same curse. If we do get a deal with the devil, we got HP we can spend on it. And it'll put us back in an infallible Whore of Babylon state. No. Okay, that was very good. We will take one more deal, assuming it'll actually take a red heart. Guppy's head. Dude, okay. I will take Guppy's head over Unicorn Stump because I'm a fool. And everything I just said is not relevant. Don't really want to go into the Cursed Room, though. And we do have Curse of the Blind again, so everything I just said ended up being for naught. But that's okay. I spent way too... Like, my brain short-circuited trying to figure out if we should pick that up. I was like, but, you know, we'll lose a Spirit Heart walking on the spikes, but the sack could have anything. It could even have a Spirit Heart. Isn't that right, Sack? Dude, somebody sent us Deadly Premonition, the board game, to our P.O. box. And first off, if you're watching this video, thank you. I will take that question mark, even though there's a huge risk involved, because it does raise our odds of getting guppy. That's what you're worried about. Should have known, if a red chest gives you a question mark, it's 100% Curse of the Tower. It's one of the infallible rules of Isaac, one of Lion's laws. First off, yes, thank you for sending us Deadly Premonition, the board game. That's not a Kiadi Mundi situation where I'm like, please stop sending me this, this trash. But secondly, I was like, they made a board game out of Deadly Premonition? It's just a very wild product to exist, right? Like, is not... Okay, 2 Temperance cards. Amazing. It wasn't that successful of a game, I think. But then beyond that, nothing about it really seems to lend itself well to it also having a board game. Except for the fact that, like, I don't know, there's locations in the game. So, you know, if it's a roll and move sort of game, maybe you could be like, I want to go to the diner, you know? But I've stopped questioning the absurdity of anything related to the property known as Deadly Premonition, and started just accepting that the absurdity is the, you know, the medium is the message, the absurdity is the message for Deadly Premonition. It didn't take me long to get it, but occasionally I do find myself being like, they really financed a board game based on this? And then I'm like, all right, that's the point, is that it's weird. It's art, sweetheart. Now, this is a losable run. I'm hoping... Is this an XL? It's not an XL floor. Just a big one. I'm hoping that... Oh, I'm just realizing now the soul is what's pushing those bullets away. Thank God. I'm realizing, though, that, like... You know... It's been happening a lot. Where our runs, especially as Eden... Is that a tinted rock? Our runs have kind of sagged in the middle a little bit. They've been strong, and then as we've gotten, you know, basically to the womb, their weaknesses have been exposed for all to see. So I am hopeful we maybe, even if it takes a deal with the devil that screws up our HP a little bit. I would love to... Where are you going? I would love to get ourselves into a position where we're kind of like sorted out here. You know? Why stand there is a real good question. Oh, that's right. We don't know what anything is. So, okay, actually, this is pretty good. Placenta is basically just a free deal with the devil. So, we'll take the 2-heart deal. It's Abaddon. So, then we'll take the other deal, which is the mark. Okay. For 2 blind deals with the devil, pretty solid. That's a real good setup. That's a real good setup. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be leaving with 3 wins on the day. It's exciting. It's been a while since I felt so positive about Isaac. I have been careful, you know, in all the seemingly anti-Isaac rhetoric. I have been pointing out I'm still having fun with the game. Because, oh, well, it's okay. It's not a bad trinket. You know, as a YouTuber... I mean, there's a couple... I've talked about this ad nauseum, but, you know, it's kind of the position I'm in commentarily in this episode to begin with. But people are like, we have the most fun when you're having fun. And that's true and also false. I think that that's what people have been led to believe. Yo, though. But I'm not sure if that's actually the honest-to-goodness truth, if that makes sense. Right, it's just the Bible. Some of my favorite, or some of the most positive responses I've gotten to videos have been videos where I just had an absolutely miserable time. People find me complaining very entertaining. But I do want to be clear that anytime I'm not talking positively about Isaac, I'm still pretty positive about Isaac. I'm just in that, you know, 7-year itch sort of period where I'm like, please, Lord, new content can't come soon enough. I know, you know, Bumbo is kind of like this #1 thing right now for that, because release is like in the middle of November or something like that. And I'm looking forward to playing Bumbo. I will say, I don't think I'm gonna be the Bumbo guy on YouTube. Mostly because when it comes to match, I mean, I've played Bumbo at a couple of PAXs. Every single time I've played, I've been like, oh, my brain doesn't quite get it yet. Might get there. It's the rare sneeze that is like loose drywall and a plethora of cat fur. That felt amazing to get out. Because of the soul, we should basically not be hit here, I think. Until then. Let me out. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Bumbo. I'm not sure if my video game experience is gonna leave me in a position to possibly like to give Bumbo the rich experience that I have given Isaac, if that makes sense. I will say, you know, Isaac was the first roguelite I played, I think, but I also played probably like 200 hours of Smash TV as a youngster. So I was kind of like, you know, I understand the gameplay. So I played a lot of Geometry Wars in Project Gotham Racing as well. So, you know, a lot of people don't know that. They're like, well, you mean Geometry Wars on Xbox Live Arcade? I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, at the same time, I played it in the showroom while I was peeping the Pagani Zonda in Project Gotham Racing 2. Act like you've been there before. So I kind of had an idea of what I was getting into. For match 3, usually I just pass the phone to my wife. She's really good at match 3. I don't know what it is. You know what, to be fair, I was really bad at Tetris when I started playing Tetris 99. She gave me some tips, and now, like, I'm not saying I'm really good, but I did just hit win 60. Which is, I mean, 60 wins in a battle royale is pretty spectacular for me. I have like a 5% win rate right now. To win 1 in every 20 games when there's 99 people per game is good enough for me. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Sorry, my nose is finally recognizing that there's all this drywall dust and cat hair in there. And it's rebelling. It's going like, please, I was gonna say please blow me. Which is, hey, what did the nose say to the other nose? No, I don't know. There's a better joke there somewhere. I don't know necessarily specifically what it is. But, you know, you ever, it's, I'm not gonna ask for the relatability of this experience, but I really, it's that awkward period where I'm like, I don't really want to like take a break to blow my nose because we're almost at the end of the episode, but I am like, it feels like my nose is just absolutely caked in loose drywall dust and Ruka's fur. Like, Ruka, why are you shedding so much? I guess you're growing your winter coat, so that's fair. And you're not responsible for the drywall dust, okay? That's not your fault, brother. If that bomb didn't hit anybody, I'm gonna lose my mind. Up in here, or anywhere, really. I might even go all out up in here. I might even, just don't even get me started. I might even act a fool up in here. Tag yourself. Are you lose my mind Go all out, act a fool, or lose my cool? I've got to be lose my mind. But I think lose my cool is also... is potentially, like... As long as we're talking about, like, Myers-Briggs personality types, I'm somewhere between a lose my mind and lose my cool. I'm not really a go all out. And I don't know if I really make a habit of acting a fool, but I will admit that I also don't really know what acting a fool entails. I think that's where I'm at. Mouth is, I think he's act the fool. Bear Taffy is go all out. Like when he went all out and killed my rap music career. Do you think is possible that will be a path? Or this will be a path? That is not a path, but this is. God, I just want to go to the Nicholas offices and be like, can you just... change some of the freaking curses. Curse. If I had to rank the most annoying curses, okay? In terms of, like, impact on gameplay versus impact on my quality of life. Not being able to see, Curse of, whatever, Curse of Darkness is the worst. Because it has almost no effect on gameplay. It just ruins your eyes. And on a burning basement is just like, who wants that to be, you know, the way that difficulty is present in the game, you know? Basically just not, struggling to see. After that, I really feel like I kind of like Curse of the Unknown, even though it's devilish. And I kind of like Curse of the Blind, because it forces tryhards to take items that... Well, to choose between taking a question mark that could be good or horrible, and not taking an item at all, which makes them look like the coward that they are. So I respect both of those curses. But Curse of not being able to see the map is just annoying. Actually, you know what? I forgot about the most annoying curse of all. Curse of when you enter a room, it might not be the room you think you're entering. That is, that's just miserable. So, I should sort it out here. We could be killed. Didn't even see you there. I am, above all else, distracted by my compromised nasal cavity. Boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you, who doesn't like not being able to see the rooms you've been to? I mean, if you're a real gamer, this is the sort of thing that sends shivers down your spine. This is the excitement, the palpability. I mean, okay, sure, all right, fine. Did we go this way? We did go that way. Did we go? We must have gone this way. Okay, sure, cool, also cool. I guess we will try this path then. I can feel the bitterness coming back, and I'm realizing, dude, it's Eden. When I was playing as the Lost, I was having a grand old time. Playing as Eden, I'm like, everything sucks, and the run is in danger of being lost just due to having a lack of momentum. It's got a lack of momentum. We have to work as hard as humanly possible to get a damage upgrade. Lack momentum. I mean, we did get Abaddon in the mark, but like, you know, the proof is in the pudding here. Okay, it's good to know, at least. I'm begging you, sir. Just give me an Emperor card. I don't want to have to be in danger of using Guppy's collar. Or give me a Guppy item. That would also be acceptable. Black Rune is actually extremely good for us. Yeah, I mean, it didn't end up actually moving the needle that much, but... Oh, geez Louise. What a shot. What a shot. So we could be killed on our next hit. This is a good time to get serious. As in, seriously find the 15th dead end on the floor. Don't hurt me. I'm Ryan. Don't jump. Thank you for not jumping. Shouldn't be too bad. Don't shoot that bomb over to me. I was watching the brownie in motion happen in real time. We got him. I cannot hit him with Bob's brain. It's not possible. The enemy is resilient. It's just an empty room. That's the ultimate slap in the face. This should be a good room, but it's also a very dangerous room to have Bob's brain. We're safe. I gotta tell you, this is a dangerous room as well. Ooh, that was close. Mostly it's greed that is the most dangerous. I wanted to kill gluttony last, but that's fine. We didn't really have control over that. Thank you, Soul. Bob's brain! Just get Bob's brain out of here, please. It's too spicy. My lord. Oh, man, I would have killed for a couple spirit hearts on that one. Watch out. Bob's brain might be able to hurt you right out of the gate here, so... Okay, looks like it's going to be a one-on-one beat down here. I'm ready. Lots of flies. Thank you, thank you. Mostly just trying to play it as cool as possible. Why am I using Blue Baby's Only Friend? Well, because Blue Baby's Only Friend does damage in a set position, which means we don't have to touch the arrow keys, which means we don't have to potentially risk Bob's brain popping off in a bad way. But when we get the right circumstances, and I think those were the right circumstances, can pivot to... Wow, I almost got frozen on that one. We can pivot to being in a more suitable position to use our real tears. This is all positioning. Positioning and having faith that the soul is going to do what it says on the tin. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let me out. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!